Hot97, it's your boy DJ Young Chow, and I got the exclusive interview with Nailah Blackman, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Nailah Blackman, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling better that you're in studios with us.
I know. I'm excited.
So how you feel about New York?
I was just telling somebody last night, I feel like New York is now my second home. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of homes because there are a lot of islands and places that I love, but New York is definitely home to me now. Yeah.
Wow. So Nailah Blackman, I've been following your career since you started. But for all those who do not know anything about Nailah Blackman, can you please give us like a brief description about yourself?
Okay, well, I am a singer, songwriter, musician, soca artist, and I am the granddaughter of the late great Ras Shorty, also known as Lord Shorty, the creator of soca music.
Wow.
I have a rich legacy and history when it comes to music, my whole family, and beyond that, I'm just doing music. Yeah.
So when did you start singing? At what age?
I started singing at 4 years old.
4 years old?
Actually, I think I started singing before that, but I started performing on stage at 4 years old. Yeah.
Okay, so when did you start taking this music thing real serious?
Music is extremely serious in my family. So from since I was off the jump, could say when music was serious, but when I decided that it was really gonna be my career and what I was gonna do with the rest of my life was when I started writing and playing the guitar, and that was at 12 years old. So that was really when I started to morph into this sort of artist, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Really? So
at 12
you play
years
the guitar?
old. Yes, I do play the guitar.
You play any other instruments?
Yes, I do. I play the pan and piano. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I play the pan too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Ping pong, ping pong, pong.
So Nailah, what's coming up for you right now?
Well, a lot is coming up for me because it's at the end of the year. So, you know, new music is being released. I have a lot of international collabs with African artists and beyond that. But this weekend, you know what's happening in New York. So that's really crazy. Yeah.
So are you excited for your first ONErpm Soca concert?
I am. I mean, I've always heard about it. I know exactly what happens Labor Day weekend in New York. And when I heard that I was going to be on this show, I was like really ecstatic because I think it's a big deal.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is like they was asking me, who should I bring to on the reggae and soca tip? So I threw a few names out there, but I was like, yo, you have to get Nailah Blackman. Because she's creating a whole new way for soca music, and I'm glad that they reached out to you and you're on the show now.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's definitely a good look. So what is your upcoming like future plans for Nailah? Like, what do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years? Like, what's going on?
Well, whenever people ask me 5-10 years, I always say that we don't have to wait that long. You know what I mean? Okay. So I could tell you what I see in the next 2-3 years because I think that's more realistic of me to tell you what's happening. But, you know, we want to put soca on the international stage. We want to make it not just in the diaspora, people who know about soca and Caribbean culture. We want it to be everywhere. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to win a Grammy for soca music. That's the plan. You know what I mean?
Wow. You want to take it to the Grammys?
I want to take it to the Grammys. Let's win a Grammy for soca.
Let's do it. Let's win a Grammy for soca music. Like, you know what's funny about soca music? Like, soca music now is starting to build this huge, popular like audience right now that they didn't have before. And like when I see you, artists like Voice, Chow, Marshall, and other artists, you know, taken to a different pedestal. Like I feel really proud, and I'm happy that you're saying you're gonna bring soca music to the Grammys. Yeah. Because you know when you go on iTunes, soca don't even have a category.
It does not have a category, but we need to change that.
Yeah, I have to.
We definitely have to change that. So that's why I felt like this year, I was nominated for a BT Award, for the Viewers' Choice Best New International Act, and I'm a soca artist. All my songs that I've released is soca, and I felt like being nominated for the Best New International Act is that they see soca music as an international act. Yeah, we don't actually have our own category yet, but it's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? Everything happens with a movement, and that's exactly what we're making right now. You and me, everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I see one of your songs is called Sokah, right?
Yes.
But you spell it differently.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because Soca, S-O-K-A-H, is actually the original spelling of soca when it first came out. So when my grandfather created it, he launched Soca, S-O-K-A-H. And somewhere along the way, somebody did, a man named Ira Fur, actually, he did an article in the papers in Trinidad, and he spelled it S-O-C-A, and that typo changed the spelling of soca forever.
Wow.
because everybody after that called it SOCA. It was easier on the eye. And my grandfather really didn't care because he was just happy that people were latching on to what he had brought, this brand new music. Like who creates a genre and say this is like, everybody knows calypso, right? Calypso, reggae, that's what was happening in the Caribbean at the time. And in Trinidad especially, he was a calypsonian and everybody knows calypso. And he was like, I feel like calypso is African music, and we have chutney for the Indians, but he wanted a music that makes Indian and African and any other culture in Trinidad and Tobago one. So he started experimenting with the rhythmic patterns, of the chutney music and of calypso music, and started to fuse them together, not just the rhythm, but the sound of each instrument. So like the way the sitar was played, and he put it on the guitar, and he kind of just fused the two cultures, Indian and African. And he says it's the soul of calypso, right? And Soca, soul of calypso, and Ka, meaning divine in Hindi. So it was really that mixture, and that was where it came from, and that's why he spelled it SOKAH, because KAH is from Hindi, right? So when he changed the whole sound of music in Trinidad and Tobago, and inadvertently in the Caribbean, it was like everybody was like, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you trying to change what we know and love, calypso? Like, he was like, this music needs to evolve, it needs to latch on to the youths. And that was what he was doing then, and I feel like that's what I'm doing now, where Soca became in a space where I felt like it needed to evolve again. It came that time period again where the music that we know and love needs to evolve, and that's why I feel like I wanted to divert back to the original, which is SOKAH, so yeah.
You taught me something I never knew. And like I'm sure everybody's watching this right now never do that as well. Like you guys are really looking at Ras Shorty I's granddaughter. Like, this guy originated soca music. This is a very big deal. So he originated soca music.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna take soca music to a different level, like change it up a little bit, or put your own little tweak into it?
Well, I definitely think I've already done that, because when I first started doing soca, I mean, it first started with workouts, then to Baila Mami, and people listened to the music and they were like, this is not soca. And we were like, why would you say that? My manager and producer Anson Pro does all my songs, and we kind of have a different outlook on music and on soca in general, because people would listen to it and be like, this is not soca. And I'm like, how could you tell me it's not soca? Right. It sounds different from the traditional soca, and that's because we wanted to make it more palatable to the rest of the world. We think that the way it's been being done is a reason why it hasn't reached and crossed the borders that it hasn't for so many years. I mean, it's been around as long as dancehall and well, not reggae, but dancehall. Right. And it hasn't reached the borders that it have. I mean, yeah, we see it in the Caribbean pockets and even the Caribbean loving people, but it hasn't crossed that barrier as yet, and now is the time for it, because I think now people are more open to experiment and try new things, and that's where it's more palatable to the ears. It's not just like pots and pans and really super fast where people don't even know how to dance to it, right. Or so it's not just for Caribbean people, it's for everybody. And I think that's what you could feel from my music, because even though some people say they can't understand me, you still could feel like, okay, this is slow enough that I could like get a little bit like, I could groove to it, you know what I mean? So yeah.
You have a very unique voice, and I love it. Like, when I first heard Baila Mami, I was like, yo, what? You're right. Like, I didn't know what it was, because I'm like, it sounds like soca, but it sounds like something else. But it's very unique, and I like that about you.
Thank you.
So I always like to put artists on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Every interview I do.
Wow.
So now I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
To see if you're like, I want to test your skills out. So sing one of your favorite songs that you have done already.
My favorite songs that I've done already that's been released?
Yes, released.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. The pressure's on now, right?
It would definitely have to be Soca, because that song means so much to me. Okay. It was a tribute to my grandfather. It was a celebration of our culture as Trinbagonians and Caribbean people, and as well a celebration of the pan, our national instrument. True. Steel pan is amazing. So Yeah.
Okay.
It's like girls gone wild. I go get my grill on. Hard is ice and sparkling gold. I'm in a tropical paradise I call home. It's like an alpha and omega, Trinidad to Tobago. When I see my people dancing, all I hear is soca all day long. Now go leave you for nothing all day long. Pango play for you, pong, ping, ping, pong, 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 pong.
Hey.
Ping, pong, 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 pong.
Hey.
Ping, put it a thing, put the thing, put the thing, put the thing.
All
Somebody
right.
say soca till I die. Somebody say soca, give me life. Somebody say soca, keep it playing so loud. We ain't even know about anything but soca.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nailah Blackman is in the building. Oh my God. I feel honored right now because your
Thank
voice is
you.
beautiful.
Thank
And I
you
know
so
that
much.
you're going to take this to a whole different level. And I'm so proud. I'm so fortunate and happy to be part of this. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, thank
You know what I mean?
you.
And as a DJ on my pedestal, if I could help you out anyway, I'm definitely going to.
Thank
For
you.
sure. You know? So how can your fans or people who's really like connected to you or trying to get to know you find you?
They can find me on all social media, but on Instagram at Nailah Blackman TT, NAILAH BLACKMANTT, and on Facebook and in Twitter at Nailah Blackman. Yeah.
So if someone wants to book you for a show, how can they reach you?
They can email at nailahblackmanmusic at Gmail. And also they could just find the booking info in my Instagram bio. Yeah.
Okay. So any upcoming tours, any shows?
Well, I have so many shows.
Right.
Well, at the end of the year, we're going to Australia
All right.
and to Japan. So that's
Wow.
my first time being on that side of the earth. So I'm super excited for that. We're heading off to Belize right after New York.
Wow.
And it continues straight until the end of the year. And what I'm so excited for, in December, I'm having again well, it's not my birthday bash this time because it's not my birthday this year, but we're having on the 8th of December, Soca Origins, my very own concert. I had it for the first time last year. I'm going to do it again this year, and it's going to be bigger and better.
I want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
be
you
a
have to
part of
fly
that.
to Trinidad.
I
Let's
want to
go.
be a part of that.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. So
Yeah,
people,
man.
there you have it. Nailah Blackman live on Hot 97. Stay tuned. Let's go.